Welcome back, everybody, or welcome if you are new. Today we're in the Arca Series here at the Legacy Phoenix, so like the old school where there's no real dog leg. The start-finish line's on the straightaway now, like the old school and everything. But we're car 14 here, top split like always, first split of the week. Hopefully we could do pretty well. It's going to be a tough race. Got all the normal people out here for the most part. We're a little higher number, I feel like, than normal, but that's okay. Usually like the smaller tracks like this, that happens, so it is what it is. People are running like 28.2s in practice there. That's absolutely nuts to me. Fastest I've gotten down to is like a 5:33, I think it was. But I don't plan like we can get that again unless it's like very lucky. But it's a second lap qualifying lap for like the fast guys. I'm just here trying not to wreck the car. So I'm just going to run both laps normal and see what we can do. Because I feel like we can run like a 6 potentially pretty easy, as long as I don't slide the tires or the whole car at all. But it's always right along the bottom, very loose setup. That felt like a solid 6, so I'll be happy with that if that's what it is.
28.
An 8? Okay, I'm way off. Push it a little harder on this second lap. Because I felt like a real solid lap, but maybe it was like too conservative was my thing. Because maybe I wasn't like on throttle enough in the lap. Just taking it too easy, trying not to get sideways. I imagine there'll be some wrecks in this one though, because it's such a loose setup and a short track. Usually short tracks end up being some wrecks. That was a 6:37. Okay. And that moved us up like 2 or 3 spots. Are we right next to Gavin? I need to go see. Every time we freaking qualify, we're right next to each other. Jeremy hates me. I guess I out-qualified him. Oh, we're right next to Gavin. I literally said we're going to be right next to each other. And, oh, no, Jeremy messed up his qualifying. We literally were talking about it beforehand. I know him. He's going to set up for that second lap, and he must have screwed it up, which is funny as hell. But Gavin and I literally always start next to each other. It's hilarious every time. So let's see how we do in the race. All right, we're getting ready to roll off here. We're all the way back in 18th. We got Gavin straight behind us in the mirror, you could see, in 19th. But this is going to be a tough one. Starting on the outside is not the best for this track. It's definitely bottom dominant.
Old Phoenix way better.
But we'll see. I hate Old Phoenix over New Phoenix.
Yeah, surprisingly, the race is better when you don't have a whole Walmart parking lot to dive down into.
Very true. That is one thing about the newer Phoenix.
Yeah,
you
I wonder what
can
that would
cut
be.
down the entire bottom.
Especially on iRacing.
But I don't like this track as much as the newer Phoenix, just for my liking. I feel like this the repave of it, not necessarily like the dogleg portion, but like just the repave of it is much better.
You'll see a beautiful patch of green grass.
But we'll see how this goes. We're starting well in the back. There's going to be some wrecks, so hopefully we don't end up in
At
it.
least it's not a sausage curve. Now that
Because I just did my 305 race, and that didn't go very well, missing wrecks. Because we just got in the wrong place at the wrong time, so they're getting ready to take the green.
Hey, we're in the playoff area. They might as well just run track and shove the lap.
And the pace car is diving in now.
Pace car's off, be ready.
Imagine they're all going to be going, but we're all checking up.
Green flag.
Oh, geez, brother. Gavin's getting a run to our inside. If I didn't get like checked up as much there, it would have been all right. Take it a little easy into turn 1. Try to get down here behind Gavin.
Outside. Clear high.
Because you want to be on the bottom. You definitely do not want to be on the top side as I get to a little bit too far on the inside of Gavin there. I wasn't trying to dive bomb him. This guy on my outside is doing a really good job of keeping that outside rolling though. Joseph doing a damn good job out there, that's all I gotta say.
35.
Really keeping his momentum.
5, clear. Outside.
But early on, fresh tires, it's super loose. It definitely feels a little bit better after a few laps. Joseph's just going for it though on this outside, which is crazy to me. Oh, he washed up a little bit. He'll probably get a good exit though. And the bottom guy kind of gets held down a little. We're gonna try to take a peek on the inside of Gavin here.
29.0.
Not super dive bombing or anything. It's so easy to drift up in turn 1 here at the old Phoenix. So you got to take it kind of easy and get a good exit is the main thing. I gotta remember, Gavin brakes a little earlier than I want to into turn 3, so I don't want to run him over there. Gotta be a little careful on that. Because I go like right at that white sign on the back stretch. On the front stretch, if you look right on the outside of the gate, there's like a white fence area. I don't know exactly what it is. I use that as like my braking area, like as soon as that thing ends. But turn 3, there's a opening white right there. Oh, we goosed the brake a little hard there, but we're fine. Got a little sideways on entry. That guy is sending it through these corners. He's gonna be super like loose or tight later on, one or the other. But that white thing on the outside of the fence, if you see it, that's what I'm using as my marker for braking in turn 1, like letting off and braking. That guy in front of Gavin Joseph, he is all over the place. Like, not in a bad way, he's just being really aggressive. He's got the wall a couple times there, it seems like. He went under this dotted line, which is like flat right there, so it can really upset the car easy, so you gotta be careful with that.
28.92.
But I'm hoping just to be nice and consistent here. Try to just get into these corners nice and slow, get good exits, try not to burn the tires off. It's only 35 laps here, a lot shorter than Kern was. I think Kern was 45 earlier in the season. Then we go to USA and North Wilkesboro later in the year, which is 50. So it's relatively short race compared to the other ones we have ran or are going to run as well. Gavin went super wide into turn 1 there. I got too much on throttle early. That guy is goosing it. Is that Joe? Joe, stay down there. Joe barely made it into the top split. He was the last number in. But luckily he locked the brakes up and didn't overcorrect it back up in the traffic. That was professional of him. Very professional. Shocked there hasn't been like any runovers into a corner or anything, because I thought early on there might be some. So I was kind of happy with where we were starting just for that reason. Couple guys up in the wall up there, it looked like. Don't know exactly who that was. It might have been Kramer. Oh no, the Kramer's the red one. The one in front of Kramer. I was looking at the relative thinking that was 3 cars in front of us, but no, it's not. It's 4. So I don't know who it is, but we're still right behind Gavin. Jeremy's gotten clear of David behind us.
29.053.
Gavin's definitely going super wide into turn 1, which is an interesting strategy. I like to go very low. He might be getting a better exit off of 2, but I feel like he might be burning up that right front a lot more, potentially. And he has a pretty wide arc into 3 as well, and kind of stays up there. Which I feel like right along the yellow line is what you want to be doing.
28.985.
But we're being nice and consistent. That's what I was hoping for in this thing. We qualified 18th. We fall back to 20th. We're 19th now from Joe's spin. Hopefully we can get back to 18th at least, getting past Gavin. Because I definitely want to beat out Gavin here. Because we don't really get a race like this in Arca all that often, I feel like. Like every now and then we do, but then it gets like so spread out later on. But we've been like on top of each other since the green flag here. Just need to not floor it too early and get that thing over rotated, because it's very hard to save. This car is very hard to save here. It's very, very loose. Kind of just running right in Gavin's tracks there, being behind him. Kramer getting passed by Joseph now. Everybody here is just so damn fast and smooth. And Old Phoenix is just not my track. I do not like this track at all. Did a handful of laps earlier to try to get okay at it, and I got to where I wasn't spinning at least. That was my main goal. Because I just didn't want to come in here and wreck myself. Oh, Gavin tapped the wall there. Thought that was going to mess up his entry more and keep him wide, but he got off it very quick. He's using all that real estate on the exit, though. Very close to the wall. Yeah, that was a pretty bad lap by us. 29.3. Goosed it a little hard there, but it got it rotated. Good. Had to let off, though. Jeremy's slowly starting to catch us. But we're just struggling. I thought more people would be in wrecks, honestly, at this place. I need to be more patient on throttle there because I want to like get on it, but it's just a long sweeping corner. Just not doing the best there. And I think I need to take a slightly wider entry into turn 1 because staying low is killing me on exit. I feel like at this point because I'm like goosing it too much and getting sideways. Sideways on entry there. Really sent it in. I just need to figure out more of the balance of the car here.
29.372.
That's a much better line through that. Can get on throttle and almost goose it too much. I think Joe's coming back out here. Yes, he is. With a fresh car. He's going to be in the worst spot for us possible and coming up in front of us. Cool. Thank you, Joe. I was going to go on his outside, but he started slowly drifting up there. I didn't want to run him over and just wreck him immediately when he came out of the pits. That would have been very sad. Jeremy's been catching the hell out of us, though. We've been losing Gavin.
Sorry.
A couple people got together up
No,
there, it
you're
looks
good,
like.
but I don't know if I came down and you came up, but I'm sorry if I did
And
anything.
Zanetti's going to get by him nice and clean on the
Yeah, we just
backstretch.
dropped that.
Lucky bastard.
This is providing for some really tight racing, and it's awesome.
I'm glad other people are having fun. I'm just not a fan of this track. It's just not my place. Like later in the season, I cannot wait for USA and North Wilkesboro. More USA. I love USA so much on the dirt and asphalt. It's so much fun. And then next week is a road course for the Arca cars. It's Tsukuba. I don't know if the T is silent or you say it, but it's 2,000 full. And I remember if anybody watched my drifting video like months ago, it was at that track. So I know the layout. I just don't know the racing format of it really because I've never raced there by any means. Just done some drifting in the rally cars, which was a ton of fun. Kramer's all over the back of Joseph up there. We got the yellow line. It got us a little loose and slow.
29.533.
I'm really just trying not to lose the car getting too much on throttle at the wrong time. As I'm loose there, we're good. Gavin's struggling a little bit too because he's like pulling away and then coming back to us slowly. Just really trying to focus on the car. Kramer losing a little bit on the exit of 4 there. He got under Joseph and it messed him up off the exit. It's super tough to keep it down on side by side with people. Does look like that huge pack up there is racing super hard. I wonder how much tire saving matters here because it's such a short race. I feel like it doesn't matter too much. That was a good 3 and 4. I really liked how I did that one. I kept it kind of high and then diamond off the exit. Not really diamond, but like cut down.
29.473.
Now 1 and 2 is just so different. I'm just trying to keep it down so I don't wash up into the wall hard. Because the wall comes up very quick off of turn 2 if you've ever raced this old Phoenix. But just try to stay high and then get a really late apex towards the dotted lines to come off straight as you can.
29.4.
It looks like we're kind of catching that pack up there, honestly. That pack like that's racing really hard up there is like falling back, I feel like. And we've like stayed equidistant to Gavin right now. We're slowly pulled away from Jeremy. But one little mess up would bring Jeremy back to us, which we kind of overshot that a little. But I should be able to get a good exit here. We do. Got a little sideways. He definitely caught us through that corner, though, because we went way too wide.
29.5.
Oh, Jeremy, you overshot the hell out of that corner. I thought I was getting ran over for sure. I just saw him get massive in my mirror. That scared the crap out of me. That's all I gotta say. Didn't keep it high enough. Gonna be slow off of 4 here. Not enough for Jeremy to get under us, at least.
29.6.
Unless he massively dive bombs it like he did the last lap. Just turn 1 is so tough here. It's such a sharp angle, and we're definitely losing that pack now up there. I feel like it's not falling back as much as it was.
The leader just did a 29.4.
Leader did a 29.4. We're running a couple tenths, 2 to 3 tenths slower than that.
29.555.
That wasn't that much slower than it. That lap. That was a pretty decent one. 29.5 as I get loose there off of 2. Oh, people are hitting somebody's through the grass. Scary stuff. It's gonna drop some people backwards towards us. Jeremy's trying to get to my inside so bad. We got a good exit there though, because he stayed low throughout the entire corner. Just doesn't have as much momentum on the straightaway.
29.771.
But everybody's starting to get checked up a little bit right here at Gavin. Look like Joseph got the wall again. He's done that a few times off of 2, but he hasn't killed it. He just barely scraped it enough to where a little bit of smoke came out. Just trying to get that second lane to come down to the bottom. That was not as good of a 3 and 4 as I wanted. Oh, Jeremy is trying to look in inside.
29.6.
He would have to dive bomb it because he did not have as much of a run as I think he thought he was going to there.
Inside's clear.
Tried to gas it up a little early. That was scary. Got loose. I'm going to try to hold off Jeremy the best of our abilities here. It's going to be tough for sure. Got the yellow line a little bit. That's not what I needed. Because you need to stay just at the yellow line. You don't want to be on it or lower than it.
5, 6.
Decent 1 and 2. Able to get on throttle really well there. I think Jeremy almost clipped the wall. He'd pull off it. It was very close to my mirror, I saw. Joseph overshot 3 and 4 there. Got Kramer side by side with him. Oh, they touch. That slowed up Joseph a ton. Massive stuff.
29.679.
Just barely tapped him in the left rear. That was a good 1 and 2 right there too. Oh, Gavin's gonna get back to the inside? Nope, he's not. Thought Joseph was gonna get on the inside of Gavin, but it looks like he's looking at it. Gavin overshoots it a little bit. Oh, under the yellow line again. It's not what we need. Try to catch this little group in front of us. It's been just hard racing right now. That's all it is. Super, super tough racing. But the tires are kind of worn out enough. You can get on throttle there a little bit better, I feel like. Even though I was loose there, I felt like we can get on throttle pretty decent on the exit. Joseph's tires might be falling back, like I was thinking might happen to him. But I didn't know how much tire wear really mattered here. We got 5 laps left, though.
29.751. This is less than optimal.
Yeah, we've fallen off like a second from like qualifying times for us at least. Other people slower, like further off pace. I don't know how I kept any sort of speed there unless Jeremy did the same thing behind me. Unless he either lifted or got sideways as well. I'm not sure what happened there. Damn it, I cannot time my 3 and 4 apex at all. Jeremy's finally gotten to side by side with us now.
Go there.
We're gonna try to pinch him down. Try to get a good enough run on the exit there. Somehow got a good enough run to hold him off. Some tough racing, man. Tough racing. I had to pinch him down for him not to get a good enough run, though. That was a better 3 and 4. Still a little sketchy, but we're fine. Gavin's gotten to the inside of Kevin Kramer up there. Oh, overshot that a little bit. We're fine, though. I don't know how I'm keeping any sort of speed off of 2 like that, though. I'd probably not, but Jeremy, like, barely doesn't have the speed to get to us or anything off of 2. See, that was a much better 3 and 4 there. That was timing it, like, perfectly for me.
29.
But that's very, very tough to do. Oh, we're sideways again. Oh, Jeremy got sideways behind us. I think he was trying to pull to my inside, and he got loose as well. Oh, it's just a battle of just being loose on the exits. That's all it is. It's super tough.
White flag.
White flag. Joseph's getting sideways there in front of us. We'll see if we could try to get him in this final lap. Because we're a little bit away from Jeremy at least, which is nice. Oh, I hit the brakes way hard there, center corner. I was trying to do something where we would get like a cut down there, and I hit it way too hard. Final corner though, hopefully somebody gooses it. Oh, Kramer, almost goosing it. Super tight racing though.
That's a blast.
I'm shocked there was only Joe that spun out. That's crazy to me. That he's the only one that spun out there. That's nuts. Gavin gained a couple spots there at the end. He got the 16th. I think we're all losing iRacing anyways because we finished so far back, but hell of a run. That was crazy. It was so tough there. So tough. Very, very tough run. Shades of our Gen 4 race. I'm just trying to get him to run into me. Just barely tapping him. Is he gonna come after us? Maybe? No, he's getting out of the car. Oh, that was fun though. That was a blast. Like, it was fun, but it was super tough racing. I know my wheels are probably a little jaded there. 79/84. Yeah, my right front was blown from compared to everybody else. Holy crap. Oh, Joe had 93, but he also ended up in a wreck. I had a 79 right front. That was awful. So I just was so off pace. It killed my right front. I don't know how to run that, but let's go see if there were really any incidents, because all there was really Joe spinning out. That's all it really was. We had an awful start because the 15 was not very fast in front of us, which did not help. We were right on Gavin for the longest time. 6 car behind me got the wall. That was Joe's spin out. I wanted to see what happened to him, though. Did he just lose it? Yeah, he just got loose off of turn 2. Goosed it a little bit too much. It's hard to save. And then once you get down in the grass, there's no saving it. He almost flipped right there. You saw his right rear off the ground a little bit. Sketchy. Very, very sketchy. 7 car into the wall. It's just going to be a lot of wall hits, I think it is, for the most part. Maybe a couple car taps, but nobody else wrecked the entire time. I'm super shocked on how clean it was. That was almost a wreck. Later on, we saw some people in the grass going through the backstretch, which is crazy. I don't know how nobody wrecked it. Who ended up getting the win? Was it Larry? No, it was Jacob out front by almost 3 seconds. That's crazy. He was flying. Did he say his tire wear? No, wrong Jacob. 83/84. So yeah, he was able to keep that thing just on the edge, and that's it. That's all the incidents there were the entire race. So very, very short replay section, and just a lot of tight racing. That's all it was. But we finished 19th there. And just hard racing, not my kind of track for Old Phoenix at least. So it is what it is. Let's go see the iRating we lost. All right, results are in. Strength field is really high, almost 4,200 when we're only at 3,800. We lost 42 there. That's not awful, really, for how bad we finished. Like, we just were off pace, and Old Phoenix is just so tough. But next week, like I said, is a road course to Tsukuba. I don't know how to say it. That's going to be just road rating, and then it's going to be Talladega after that, so it's a crapshoot there. So it will be interesting to see what happens the next couple weeks. Then we go to another short track in USA, which I'm really excited for that one. But we finished all the way back here. Gavin even lost some like I thought. Jeremy lost some like I thought. We just all finished really far back here. Joe spun out, and then Robert just didn't even connect to the race. But Joe was the only one that spun out. Everybody else in the lead lap, and it was a super clean one. I want to see incidents. It was just 1 for him, a couple 1s for them off track. Wow, Joe only got a 1X. He didn't even get loss of control for a 2X. That's crazy. So everybody only got 1X, and it was 3 people. That was it. So super clean race like always in the first split Arca. I was hoping there was going to be some more wrecks and we could dodge them, but that just didn't fall in our lap today, unfortunately. But it is what it is. Tough racing, and super tight when you're side by side. You had to pinch the guy down in the bottom. Almost was able to get Joseph there towards the end. I think he burnt off his tires a little bit early, but didn't fall back too bad. He only fell back like 2 spots from where he got up to. He got up to 16th and never got further than that. So I think qualifying means a good bit here, it seems like. So it is what it is. We just didn't qualify the best. Qualified decent. It's just so competitive up here with everybody, like always. So hopefully you guys enjoyed nonetheless. Appreciate you guys for watching as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.